Hey guys, I'm back today, and today is another live episode of our Friday night pajama party. Yes, I got some new grown up pajamas, which I'm excited to share with you guys. And welcome. Today we're talking about how to live in paradise every single day, how to bring paradise home with you, how to vacation every single day. And this is another episode of my Chic Women How to Live Elegantly series. This video was actually requested by one of you guys. I mentioned in one of my other videos that I strive to live elegantly and gracefully and like on vacation every single day, and somebody requested that I do a whole video on that. So let's see what you guys think about this. And I want to Friday night pajama parties are interactive, so this is all about commenting, questions, things like that. Hi, Radhima is here. Universal Journey is here. I'm so excited that you guys are here. Give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this. Share it out if you think somebody will enjoy this that you know. So this whole thing started when, you guys know I love to travel, and I wasn't always like this. I started traveling when I was a little baby with my family. I think my first international trip was when I was 6 months old, and we used to travel quite a bit when we were little. But it never felt like our vacation. It always felt like my parents' vacation. And I've talked about this before, and we were kind of like just dragged along to the ride, for the ride. But as I got older, when I was a teenager, I started traveling a lot, and I really enjoyed it. And when I had a family I had children, I didn't want to stop. So we traveled quite a bit with our children. And I noticed that there were certain things that stood out to me when I was traveling. I felt really relaxed. I felt really like parenting was easier when I was traveling, and we were having so much fun and interacting. And every time I would discuss this with my friends, other parents, they would say traveling is easier with your children than being at home with them. They would think I'm nuts. And they just could not believe it. They said traveling with children is horrific. We avoid it like the plague. We dread it. And I could not pinpoint what it was for me. And I really started giving it some thought because so many other parents said that they hated traveling with their children. And I started thinking, what is it about traveling that I enjoy, which when it comes to children? Why do I feel like parenting is easier when I'm traveling? Why am I able to connect better with my family and all that stuff? So these are kind of the things that I pinpointed. And then I modified my home environment and lifestyle so that I can experience those feelings every single day at home. Because as much as I love traveling and seeing the world, the concept of vacation, which is, I think in the US at least, we think of escaping, like escaping it all, getting away from it all. Well, I love my life and I don't want to get away from it all. I want to go see the world and experience new things, but I'm going to see those things. I'm not necessarily running away from anything. And so I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful if I could just bring whatever I'm going to experience and all that luxury and everything that I enjoy more into my daily life, so that every single day feels more like traveling and vacation and all that wonderful stuff. So these were kind of the things that I pinpointed, some of the reasons why I felt like it was easier and more enjoyable to parent when I was traveling. And I think number one was because, Irfan is the type of guy that doesn't like traveling with a lot of stuff. And even before we declared ourselves minimalist, he was very strict with how much stuff we were allowed to take, right? How much luggage. And I think number one reason was that we had a lot less stuff with us. And one of the things I've mentioned many times with my family is that I tell my kids we're not traveling to do exactly what we do at home. We're traveling to experience new things, new food, new cultures, new languages, new people. So we're not taking all of our toys. We're not taking our entire wardrobe. We would take a lot less. And when we took a lot less, there were a lot less distractions, there was a lot less cleaning up, a lot less maintenance, and I was really able to just enjoy the company of my family without all of that going on. So we've got quite a few people saying hi, Manju, Jyoti. Oh, she said good morning. So I guess wherever you are, it's morning right now. Hi Ding. She said finally catching you live. Oh, it's Amanda. Amanda, I've been enjoying your comments so much. Thank you so much. Your comments are so insightful. They just make my day. Thank you so much. Tina said, hi, I was just thinking about you. How's it going? It's going really great. I had a crazy day today. I'm hosting a dinner party tomorrow for one of my dearest friends that just got engaged, and it's a like a engagement dinner, and I had a lot of preparations today, and everything that could have possibly gone wrong did, but it turned out okay. It's gonna be fantastic tomorrow. I got through it in one piece. Hair is all a mess and everything, but we got through it. So let's see. Hi, Caitlin, Stephanie. MM said, hi, Mina. Do you plan any vacation for this summer holiday, traveling abroad, or visiting other places in the U.S.? I do have vacation plans, and I will share that with you guys. But let me just tell you guys. Well, one of the vacations that I have planned is, this is the first time we're doing this, and this is so not me. It's kind of a little bit out of my comfort zone, but we chose this really remote place, and we rented out a cabin, and we're going to do all these exciting things. I've never stayed out in the woods in a cabin or anything like that, so this is a completely different experience for us, and we're really excited. So we're about to go do that soon. I don't like announcing dates or anything like that, just for safety reasons, because I hate it when people on Facebook announce exactly when their house is going to be empty. So just for that reason, I won't announce dates, but we're really excited about that. Hi, Famina. Happy to have you. I know you've been gone for a little bit, Alexis. So let me go through some of my notes. So the number one thing for us, I think, was that there was a lot less stuff. We had more time. Less stuff means more time, more leisurely time. We were experiencing a lot of new things together. We're huge on that. When we travel, the whole point of traveling for us is not to get away and not to go just lay on a beach. We want to experience the world with our children, experience new cultures, history. We love discussing those kind of things, and my kids love that sort of thing too. So that was a big thing. Detachment from phone and social media. I'm very careful about just putting away my phone, not being on social media. Another thing that I kind of pinpointed as to why I really enjoy traveling, this is going to be a silly one, but not a surprising one coming from me, is I noticed that, on travel, on your vacation, we tend to take our best clothes, right? We tend to take our nice dresses and nice outfits and stuff. I know I'm weird. I like that kind of thing. And number 6 was we indulge in a lot of different cuisines and things like that. 7 was we were a part of nature a lot more. And 8 was I remember when we traveled, the hospitality. And not that this is not true in the U.S., but in other countries, especially tourist type of places, the hospitality is just to die for, right? I mean, they will just go out of their way to make you feel comfortable and at home and everything. And that I love that feeling of just connecting with people, and not so much people waiting on me, but just that friendliness. You know what I mean? Just they're so friendly. And so I said, okay, I love all these things, and it's so great to be able to go and travel and experience that. Well, how do I bring all of that home every single day? How can I experience that so that every day feels like a luxury? And so the first thing, a major thing for me was that I did not feel like I had a good control of my home environment. Even though I keep my home, I've always kept it clean. I'm a clean person, organized person. You guys know, I've shared this many different times before, that when I moved in with my husband after marriage, he had a lot of things that belonged to him, and I didn't necessarily have anything where the house felt like mine. And over the course of last year, we've decluttered a lot. We've gotten rid of things, both of our things, and we have become a lot more conscious of that. The things that come into our space now are things that we both find attractive and we both find comforting and elegant, if that makes sense. So this is a big one for me, guys. I feel like for the first time, this house, or this is our house, everything is set the way that I enjoy it, and it feels like home. Does that make sense? Because there were points in my life before where I missed my condo from before, because it was just set the way that I wanted it, and it just felt like my space, and I never really felt like that. It's hard when you get married and you have to combine two different styles together, and it took us a little bit. I'll be the first to admit it took us a long time actually to get it right, but we're really happy with the way the space has turned out now. It's minimalist glam, which I love. And so that was one, is that we decluttered, got rid of the things. You know how when you go check into a hotel room or even an Airbnb or a cabin or anywhere, it's set just so. There's just enough furniture. It's not cluttered. There's a lot of white space. There isn't a lot of like jam-packed stuff together. And so I really like that. And I wanted my home to reflect that, where it was just enough. It wasn't too much, but it felt glamorous and luxurious, if that makes sense. Uh, Gail, I'm so sorry about that. She said that YouTube unsubscribed me. It's still going on. YouTube emails me literally every single day saying that they are working on it, but I think they haven't fixed that situation. A lot of my subscribers are being unsubscribed from my channel, and then some of you guys are not receiving notifications from me. So I apologize, but YouTube is working on it. They've assured me many times. So that was one, is that turned my space into a elegant space where it felt like it was a luxurious vacation suite, and also used my best. I don't want to save like my best china or my best whatever for special occasion. Then it doesn't mean it's expensive stuff necessarily, but whatever my best is, I want to be able to use it. Also, leisure time. I noticed that when we travel, we have a lot more like time, that Irfan and I are flirtier with each other. Like we're just, it's different, you know, like you're just like, I noticed that we flirt a lot more with each other, and it's just maybe because he's relaxed, he's not working, and so we've really worked at bringing a lot of that into our home environment. And taking that time, I talked about this before, in the evening, and spending that time with him outside, drinking our coffee or decaf or whatever really slowly, and feeling like we're a part of each other's life. And he's always at home every evening, so he comes home at 4 p.m. like every single day, so we would always have that time together, but it wasn't like intentional time together. So there's that difference of quality time versus just time. And now we're spending that, we're really making a conscious effort of making it more luxurious and vacation life, and it really helps. So I really love that. So one way is just to flirt with your spouse, right? And that's a great way to feel like you're on vacation. Also try new foods and indulge. I'm like that because of my specialized diet. I have to be very strict on most days. You guys know that. And so when I would travel, I would give myself a little bit more permission to be a little naughty with food. And I think that's why it made it more exciting to travel. And I said, you know, I need to be able to do that more often. So my rule is I won't do it sitting alone at home myself, right? If I'm gonna have a little piece of chocolate or something that I wouldn't have all the time, what's the point of doing it by myself? So I try to do it when I'm going out with my family and friends. If it's like a special thing with my husband, he makes something for me. So then I will indulge a little bit, and so I will do it intentionally so it feels like a special treat. This is one I've been screaming out at the top of my lungs. Dress nicely, wear your best. The clothes that I saved for vacation, I wear those clothes all the time now. My nice skirts, my crop tops, all that stuff, because why not feel like I'm living luxuriously all the time? It's not like I have expensive clothes where if they get ruined, it's like, oh my God, they're so expensive to replace. You guys know I'm a pretty like discount bargain shopper, so why not just wear your best every single day? Another thing is, you know how I was saying that vacation for us is a lot about teaching our kids new experiences, new cultures. Well, why not talk about those things at home? And they could be things about past travel and things, but also if we have a trip coming up or somewhere, some place that we're planning on going in the future, we will discuss things about that place, that location, that culture, and documentaries that we may have watched either together or separately at school and things like that. So it's again that conversation, right? All of the conversation that we would have typically reserved for travel time, why not have those kind of discussions at home, spending that time together? and experience new things together. This could be new games, new experiences, maybe a new restaurant. There's a lot of classes and things like that, even free at the library, that you can take together as a family. My library is amazing, and I'm sure that most libraries are like that, but you don't have to leave your home to experience paradise or experience something new. You could read a book about a new culture that maybe your family hasn't experienced but is planning on experiencing or would want to one day, and discuss, like, have a family book club. This is a big one. Less social media and phone time. So when I traveled, I made a very conscious effort not to be on my phone and not to be engaged on social media. Now, obviously, social media is a big part of my life. I work on social media, but that doesn't mean that it has to consume my life. And so I have made certain rooms in my home and certain times completely screen free. So when I'm sitting outside with my husband, phones stay inside, dinner table phones stay inside, and I have times of the day. For example, now that my children are not in school, I completely just put away my phone during the day, because I don't have that constant feeling like, oh, what if the school calls? Which the school never calls, but you know how us moms always worried about random things like that. So I know that if my family, my husband, my sister needs to get a hold of me, they can just, they'll call me. They'll be able to reach me. It's not an emergency. Let's see. The other thing is, a lot of us, I think, mindlessly eat out, grab fast food, or go out to restaurants where it's not like intentionally planned. But my version of that is that we seek out different cuisines. So, for example, we've done like South Asian food, or South African food, or Thai food. We love all that stuff anyways, but we make it a point to say, okay, we're going to try something new, we're going to experience it and discuss it with your family, and especially your children, and to talk about the different flavors and how they relate to the different flavors that we may or may not eat at home, and how is this different than the food that we experience in other countries, things like that, and make it an intentional experience versus just another day of us going out to eat, because a lot of us eat out all the time, but it's not like an experience. And so you can turn it into an experience. You can turn to Groupon or Living Social, places like that, or even there's meetup groups. If you're on meetup.com, there's groups where there's a lot of people that will get together and go try different cuisines. So you can see if there's like a family one around you. If there isn't a group like that, create one, or just go with your own family and friends and experience. Like, it's basically taking that eating out or experience, whatever you would do, and turning it into a vacation like experience. Get dressed up, make a date of it with your family and go out and enjoy it and try different things. Let your children, play around with different cuisines and things like that and learn. I think that this is a major one. I think a lot of people in the US, and maybe this is around the world too, at least in my circle, I don't want to generalize, but in my circle, a lot of the children will not try anything other than what they are used to eating. And that is one that I'm really, really proud that my children are able to. And we have a rule that, you have to try it at least once. It's okay if you don't love everything. I don't love everything, but you want to experience it and try it out and then decide, right? So I've mentioned this before. It's taken a little bit for my older one to kind of come out of his shell with that, but he loves different cuisines, and 9 out of 10 times everything he tries he loves, but it's that initial like getting to try it. So get people out of their comfort zone a little bit. And then the other thing that there's 2 things, but let me save the longer one for last. So I love nature. I love nature. I love mountains. I love oceans and beaches, and I love greenery, and that's something that I greatly admired. I loved going to museums, different things like that, and that is not something that I was able to pinpoint right away, because I don't know, I was born and raised in Chicago, right? It's like so plain, and that, I guess it took me a little bit to figure out that really excited me and brought life into me. And so now we've made a very big effort to bring plant life indoors. I've been talking about my house plants crazy for the last month or so you guys know. But bring a lot of what you love home. And then also we have waters and our beach is not the best, but we do have one in the Houston area. We do have things available here. And so in their driving distance, so we say, okay, we're going to make more of an effort to go and experience those things where we live while we wait for our traveling and things like that. You can do those things around town. So basically it's like turn your city into a tourist spot, right? And do all the things that you normally wouldn't do. The funny thing is, every time I've visited a family member out of state, and when you go there, they're taking you around, they always mention, have you guys noticed how they always mention that they don't do those things regularly? And it made me think how many of the things in Chicago I didn't do all the time, but I miss them now because I did them, but not all the time. For example, like the people that live in California don't necessarily go to Disneyland all the time, or people in Colorado may not be going to the mountains as much as like we think we would go if we lived there, right? So experience those things. Pretend like you're a tourist in your own city and go and check out those things. I have one last one, and this is the big ones, but let me see what you guys are saying first. Alexis said, I like that, flirt with your hubby. Yeah, so my hubby is very, like, he is very flirtatious and all that, but when he's really relaxed. So for him, it has to be like on vacation. And so it's been a little bit of that work to get him out of his shell at home. But one thing that's really helped is that if I create that really relaxed environment at home, where when he, and that's, I'm going to touch on that last one a little bit, and that should like set the tone for everything. But I've created this this environment where he walks in. I will ask him like, oh, what do you want to drink? I'll make him an iced tea or a matcha tea or something like that. And then everything, it feels like, so let me touch on the last one and then it will make sense. The last one is the one thing that I really enjoy when I travel to other countries is their hospitality, right? And so I said, okay, so I can touch on all the other ones. How do I bring that at home? And I said, okay, obviously, like, I can't tell my family, like, hey, how about we just like wait on each other? Like, it's kind of weird and ridiculous. So I said, okay, I can't change other people's behavior, but what if I was just more, I don't know, what if I gave them the vacation treatment at home? And so I started like making that sort of environment at home where I try to make a conscious effort to relax myself and feel like, okay, it's evening time. Now we're flowing into a slow sort of transition and almost like paradise time. Does that make sense? Like island time. You know how it's slower? I try to transition into that slowly as my husband is coming home. And then we sit outside, we're more in touch with nature, phones are off, social media is off, a lot of that. And I've noticed that naturally, not only did my family start doing that for me as well. So for example, if I am bringing them tea or doing special things for them, they will start doing that for me too. Like my son in the afternoon will be like, well, if you have something to do, I can watch the younger ones, and why don't you go and relax or, do your YouTube stuff and stuff. And I'm just like, it's just so interesting. Like the more you do for other people, the more they do for you. So little things like that I've started doing, and I noticed that my husband is just a lot more relaxed, and then that flirtatious and like that energy comes back. Like he feels like he's on vacation, so he acts like he's on vacation, if that makes sense. So bring that vacation. Really, at the end of the day, it's a mindset, right? Traveling is for going and experiencing the world, but that vacation, that escape is that I actually Googled the definition of vacation, and I think the first thing that had come up was an escape too, right? An escape. So to me, it's like I shouldn't have to escape my life. I love my life. I love my family. So I'm not trying to escape. I'm just trying to bring the paradise into home. So if you have a set period of time where you get everything done, if you work outside the home, then that is when you're outside the home. The minute you come home, get on island time. I don't know what you need to do, but write a reminder, and like right when you walk in, you are now on island time. And I know so many of us are so used to like get home, rush, dinner, like bedtime, like let's like knock everything out and like get it done. But what if we could just take a few moments and just slow down and get on island time, and it maybe put on some like Hawaiian music or something. That's what I'm thinking right now. We need like a background Hawaiian music going on right now. What is that called? That Hawaiian music. You guys know what I'm talking about. And just set that tone. Make yourself a flirty little drink. Even if it's like I like crush some strawberries and then I'll add that to my matcha tea and add some chia seeds in there, put some ice in it, put it in the fridge during the day. And then when my husband comes home, put that in a glass, stick a little umbrella in there, and like just, it's island time when you're at home, okay? Like that's the new thing now. And just get in that mode. And I know we have a lot of stuff to do, but it's that rushing to nowhere, right? And even if it's just 30 minutes of island time in your home every evening, then you don't have to escape. Your home is your paradise. And your home should be your paradise. We shouldn't have to escape to have fun. We shouldn't, those things are fun. I'm not saying you shouldn't vacation. I'm not saying you shouldn't have date night or any of that stuff. But what if every day felt like had little hints of that? So that when you you didn't have to wait once a year to experience it. You could experience it every single day in small doses. So that's kind of where I'm getting with this. And every single day we get better at it because it's becoming more and more a part of our life. And when people come to visit over, they make the sweetest comments, like they just feel relaxed at our home and they don't even feel like going. They don't know where time went. And it's literally like, it must be a feeling and it must be an energy, because it's not just us. When other people come over, they also feel like time has slowed down and they're on island time. And I haven't said anything. And I promise I don't have signs or anything around in my home. So if it's that energy, right? It's that feel. And if you can get that for yourself internally and then get it in your environment and slowly like give that to your family, you can have a more luxurious, slow-paced, nicer lifestyle for like less to nothing. It's at home. It's bringing paradise home. Let's see what you guys are saying. Alex said, we get a suite when we go on vacation. That way kids can have their own room and we can be romantic if we want to. Marriott and home suites are great and have affordable pricing. You also get rewards. I have one child that tries everything and another one that's a picky eater. Yeah, so we do the same thing. It's not always possible, but most of the time we do the same thing, especially if we can get like a kitchen and all of that, so it's like more like, it's not that expensive like you said, and we are reward members at most of these places, so it does help. But yeah, I know what you mean. You want your privacy, but at the same time I feel like if you can experience that every day, like I've made a conscious effort. You guys know Alina's still in my room, so we keep our babies in our room until they're 4. She's got her toddler bed in there, but there were a whole bunch of her toys, so I've made it where at least my portion of the bedroom feels like a luxurious suite now. I have to give you, I think I've done an updated tour, but I need to do one. It's like my dream bedroom, and I got it finally, and it wasn't that expensive. In fact, we made money off of selling our old bed and buying the new headboard. But it's that feeling of, it feels like a luxurious suite. And so every single night when I lay down in bed, I'm like, thank you. Like I just feel like I'm just on vacation every single day. And it's that feeling. If you can get that in your place, and it's part of it was just decluttering. I've limited Alina to just a certain number of toys in that room. She's got her toys in every other room. So it's like, okay, this needs to be mommy and daddy's like special luxurious room. So if you can bring that to your home, it just feels amazing. Radhima said, can I make a video request? Absolutely. Yes. Leave it anywhere. I listen to and read and watch every single comment of yours, of everybody's. And every time I see a good suggestion, I always write it down. Hi, Melissa. Happy to have you. Universal Journey said, I have allergies and I start sneezing and coughing whenever I go outdoors, so I can't get myself to leave my house on a daily basis. What do you advise? I'm not familiar with, like, I know my husband has that a little bit too, like outdoor allergies and things, but I would say that you have to, then this video is even more useful for you because you have to bring paradise home. Then you get some plants, things like that, where you feel like every single day is luxurious for you. But I apologize, I'm not very familiar with outdoor allergies. Ask me about food allergies and I'm your girl, but I'm not really familiar with those type of allergies. Amanda said, when I'm on vacation, I notice that too. We're always so curious about things. We're always in that sense of wonder. Everything Even the most mundane becomes so interesting. Yes, Amanda, I've experienced that. Like, when we go to cities where we have family, and if they're taking us on a tour somewhere, they're always like, "You guys are like." You watch everything and look at everything almost like you've never seen it before, but we know that you travel everywhere, and that's that wonder, right? And like, it doesn't matter how many places you go, it's just that beauty and just being able to appreciate it. Well, you can bring that wonder to your home if you are creating this sort of environment where it's like island, and it's slow, time has slowed down, social media is put away at a certain time, you're having the kind of cuisines and drinks and conversations as you would on vacation, then you can, it's a mindset. I really feel like it's a mindset. So if you can get into that, then you can experience it all the time. Femina said, I love this. I definitely believe in bringing what you love into your home. Yes, into your home, your environment. Femina, for us, it first started with getting rid of a lot of things, because no matter what I did, I couldn't experience that glam, luxurious travel feeling at home because it was cluttered, right? And it wasn't cluttered as some other people's, but it was still cluttered according to how I like it. And now everything is either something that I love or something that has a very strong purpose. And I love that. That really puts me in. Because when you check into a hotel, you notice how everything has a purpose. There's no like extras in there. And I love that. Sumaya said, hi Mina, how do couples where both partners are working bring vacation home? I think the same things would apply. First of all, you have to get rid of anything that takes you a long time to clean or maintain, because time is a shortage for you. Like, if it's not something you absolutely love, get rid of it. Have an environment where you don't have to remove a lot of things to clean. It should be clutter free. It should be easy to clean. Let me give you a secret. A clutter-free home, it's so much easy to even fake clean, because I actually struggled with this, guys. So when we really decluttered our home and I had less stuff, it was very easy for me like to miss cleaning, because it felt clean. So I was like, okay, it's clean enough, but like the surfaces weren't clean, but they looked clean. So for people who are busy, I think that's a hack. Like, if you have a lot of stuff, it's gonna show dirt really quickly. So declutter your home, get a good routine going, that when you come home, maybe you have 15-30 minutes where you both attack your chores. Like, one person cooks, one cleans, you get it done. And then let's say if you get home at 5, 6 o'clock, you're on island time. I don't know, put on some slow music and slow down. Because I know that when I used to work and I would come home, there was just this feeling of like, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. And you feel like very rushed, and you feel like you have to rush your children to bed, and you have this feeling. But if you can come home and you say, okay, I'm gonna come home and I'm going to let myself rush for an hour or 30 minutes, 45 minutes. But as soon as that alarm goes off in 1 hour or 30 minutes, whenever you want to, that's it. You literally sit down and get in meditation mode, get on island mode, and have that moment with each other, have dinner together, slow music, slow conversation, put away the social media, put away the phone, put away the email, and you can, even it might be less time, but I promise you, it's a mindset. You have to get to a point where it's a conscious effort. And it's not going to be easy at first. It wasn't for me either. It's a daily practice. None of this is where like oh yeah, great, like I've got it down now and that's it. I never have to worry about it. Everything that I teach, everything that I talk about, it still takes a lot of effort for me. That's life though, right? It's not like you clean once and then you're done forever. It's not like you teach your child something once and then you're never gonna have to tell them again. It's a daily thing with everything, but that's just life. So you're gonna have to set that intention. Tell your spouse that, I feel like when we come home, we're rushed. I always feel like we're just catching over. I want an hour or 2 hours of island time with you. We're gonna make it a paradise. And maybe it's just your bedroom. Let's say that you haven't had a control of your house yet. Get control of your bedroom first and say that, when we enter the bedroom, we're on vacation. And even if it's for 30 minutes a day or an hour a day, that's your vacation time. And you vacation every single day for 1 hour. That will spill over. I think did I say this in my Facebook group or here? I don't remember. But I was telling the story about how when I got the house plants, it made me deep clean my windows, like really clean my windows, because when I put these pretty little gorgeous plants in front of dirty windows, they stood out and I had to clean them. And then when I cleaned the windows, I had to clean XYZ. And then now, like, before I know it, my house is like sparkling clean, like really deep clean, not like the type of clean where it's like just inside clean. And it spills over. So the reason I'm telling you this is because if you just gain control of one room, it spills over into the next room, into the next room. And it's a process. It's not going to be overnight. It wasn't for me either. And I stayed home. But it's going to take time, but you deserve this. You and your spouse work hard. You deserve quiet, luxurious time. Let's see. Radhima said, I would love to hear your views on child sexual abuse. I don't know if you have read about it. You are just awesome, and I would like your help on this. I've thought about doing that video, Radhima. Actually, I've never talked about this, but this is something that I have personally encountered in my own life. Thankfully, not with my children, but when I was a child. So I'm not sure if I am fully ready to talk about that yet, but let me put a pin on that for now. It's so strange that you would mention that, because my sister and I was just discussing that yesterday. Of, we rarely talk about it. This is something that I've only discussed with my siblings, strangely enough. I don't really talk about this with anybody. But if you guys think that it would help you, I will talk to you guys about it. But give me a moment to like process that information, if I'm ready to go there yet or not. Said, I love the idea of making our home a paradise. I really love my family. I will try my best to make my parents' home their paradise too now they're at old age. By telling my mother your tips. I love that idea, yes. And I think our parents especially, I think that generation has a very hard time getting rid of stuff, right? And I had this elderly couple, and they were very elderly back in Chicago when I used to live in a high-rise condo building, and there was a couple that used to live next to me, and they were really old. I mean, they must have been in their 80s, and they used to be in Chicago for the summer, and then in the winter they would go to Florida. And they had family that would come visit them there in their condo, and they were really elderly. I remember the husband would always forget. He would remember that I was in school, but he would forget where I was. And so every single day, without fail, he would ask me, what school do you go to again? And so I would tell him, and he would say, that's right, girl, put it in your head. Put it where they can't take it away. He would say the same line every single day to me. And they were just wonderful. But they went through this phase where they were trying to declutter their home, and they decided that the best way to declutter their home was to give me everything. And it was stuff that I did not need. I had no use for it. And I just felt bad, because it seemed like they didn't have anybody to give it to, and they had no place to get it out of their condo. And so it became like my job, literally, to take the stuff from them, keep it at my place for a while, and then donate it, because I had no use for it. But I just didn't have the heart to tell them that, because they were just so excited about passing that stuff on to me, and I felt horrible. But in a way, like, it was like helping them declutter. But I could see how difficult they had stuff in their condo that they had like wedding gifts, and they were in their 80s. They had been married forever, and I was just excited to see them getting that control back of their condo, and just like purging and getting rid of stuff. They were the cutest couple. Oh my God. They would get up every single morning and get dressed. Like, the wife would put on a full face of makeup and dress, and they were really elderly. Like, it took them a lot of effort to do that, but like, they would do that. They would put on a suit every day. They would walk through the condo, like the high-rise building, in the sitting area, say hi to everybody. They were so cute. I don't know what you said just made me think about that, but they were just so adorable. Let's see, Radhima said, I feel most of my anxiety and fearfulness stem from it. I have not shared it with anyone other than my husband. Sharing it here because you are just an amazing person. Oh my God, Radhima, I'm so glad that you feel that comfortable with me to share it. I don't know what made you share it with me, but I actually have experience with that, believe it or not. And I've never thought about it, but maybe my anxiety that I used to have stemmed from that. I had something really horrible happened to me in my childhood as well. And I actually had a college professor at Northwestern help me through it. I never sought counseling. In our culture, this is not something, it's not very comfortable to talk about. You just put it under wraps and you just don't bring it up. And there was a class that I took and it came up in there, and so I approached my professor after class, and he was like my first person to kind of like guide me or coach me through it. So I'm glad that you reached out to me. If you're on my private Facebook group, let's discuss it in there some. But if it will help you and maybe other parents out there or people that have been through it, I will strongly consider doing a video on that. Let me talk to my husband first. I'm not even sure if my husband knows about that, so let me tell him first and then we'll see. We'll go from there. Favorite for life. Yep, declutter. We have been decluttering every single room this week since school has been out. The kids are like, wow, I like how the house looks, mommy. That's awesome. Love it when the kids get involved. They feel more at peace and easier too. Just like we feel lighter by getting rid of things that like clutter that weigh heavily on us, I think children feel that too, so that's great. Alexis said, scents are also a tool to help you change the mood. Pick a calming scent, get your favorite drink, sit down and share with your partner. Oh my God, Alex, I'm so glad you mentioned that. The interesting thing is that I've been doing a lot of essential oils lately, and I think that has really been helping me. So in my bedroom, we've been doing lavender. In the evening when we go in there, when it's like, you know, lights out and all of that, I will diffuse lavender oil. And in the living room, like the sitting room area, I've gotten like very different flowers and floral type essential oils, and it's been wonderful. And I didn't even make that connection, but now that she commented on that, yes, I completely agree with that. I love that. So Maya said, that is amazing advice. Thank you. You inspire me. I'm so glad, guys. That's why we're here for each other. I love these. I absolutely love these type of conversations because I feel like it's lacking in a lot of our lives. We don't have these conversations. We need that community. We need to know that other people are thinking and making these advancements and these improvements in their life. Justine said, very smart. Our place is cluttered beyond belief according to everyone's standards. Small space, no storage, too much stuff. I love the idea of getting control of the bedroom first. Thank you. Yes, I think if you can start there, that really helps because at the very least, you have a place of like zen to sleep in, and sleep sets the tone for the entire next day. So yeah, start there. Khushbu said, hi Mina, watching your videos whenever I get 10 spare minutes. I love that. You're so sweet. Na said, oh my God, Mina, you have solutions for almost everything. I honestly don't. I don't know. I feel embarrassed when you guys say that. My highlights went wrong today and found your video from 4 years ago. It was helpful. Thanks so much. I've been on YouTube for a long time and I have a lot of different content, but I feel kind of embarrassed when people say you have an answer for everything because it almost sounds kind of negative. I know you don't mean it that way, but it's just kind of funny to me. She said, you cracked me up when you said, no, thank you. I can experiment my own hair with less money. Yes, that is still an ongoing battle for me. I still trim my own hair. Irfan helps a little bit. And he's a perfectionist engineer, so he's really good at it. But sometimes he's like too much of a perfectionist. I'm like, you don't have to measure my hair. Just trim it. Because I want him to cut it in the back. Because I can do layers like this way. But you know how when you just need that little bit of a snip in the back? And he was literally like getting like tools and stuff. And I'm like, it's not rocket science. This hair is going to grow back. Just trim it. So, yes, I still do mostly everything, like 99% of all of my treatments myself because I always have bad experiences outside. Flavored for Life said, yes, I ordered an essential oils diffuser. Yes, I got a really cheapy one from TJ Maxx. Or was it Marshall's? Yeah, TJ Maxx, I think. It was like $16. I loved it. And then I ordered a second one from Amazon. I always thought that you need candles to get that strong scent like Bath and Body Works. I never imagined that you can get the same effect from essential oils, except they actually have like healing properties. I don't know, I had a negative kind of association with that. I always thought it's going to be very mild, but no, they're pretty potent. And they say put 4 drops. I'll put like 8, and it's pretty good. It's been really good, and I may get a few more actually. Khushbu said, you have changed my life totally. I'm reliving my life, living it to the fullest for myself. Love you so much. Count me in who prays for your well-being. Much love and power to you, girl. Oh my God. You guys are just so sweet. Group hug. Like, this is literally a group hug time. I love you guys so much. Thank you. I wake up, I go to bed to these messages. Like in the morning when I open up my comments. I've got like emails from you guys, Facebook messages. In the evening, I'll give myself 5-10 minutes of replying to comments time, and I see a flood of these comments. You guys just make my life. Thank you so much. I don't even know, like, it's, I don't know, we're all just meant to be together. I don't get it, but I love you guys so much. M said, I came to your channel when I was looking for a review on Louis Vuitton, totally back. LOL, our relationship has developed a lot. Yes. Yes, I was all over the place when I started my YouTube channel trying to kind of find my content, but I think a little, you guys expect a little of everything from me, and I like that. So actually, let's take that time now. If you guys have video reviews, I'll grab my notepad. Let me know what other videos you guys want me to do, because I am going to be like developing, setting up my content for the next month. So why did this just turn off? Okay, hold on. Oh, is that like a group hug emoji? Oh, I did not know that there was a group hug emoji. That is hilarious. So guys, for those of you guys who are here, if you haven't, give this video a thumbs up for me, and also leave in the comments any future videos. Like right now I have scheduled something for Monday, and then I did a week worth of outfits for you guys, and like daily updates, like what I'm doing for the day with the kids and stuff. So if that's something you like, I have that coming next week. But let me know what other videos you guys want to say. Oh, Samaya said, I'm waiting for that Bitcoin discussion. Yeah, that's something that's new to me too. I will remind Irfan about that. That's Irfan's domain, so I will remind him. Flavored for Life said, Groupon has a diffuser that's also an alarm and Bluetooth and comes with 8 essential oils. Oh, that's interesting. Groupon. I'll have to check that out. Okay, that is awesome. So I will definitely check that out. For those of you guys that are watching this at the replay, leave in the comments future videos that you guys want me to see. Are you guys liking this series with the chic women? I know that from the views and the analytics, I can see that you guys are liking it, so I guess I don't really have to ask, but give me more kind of like branch offs of that so that I can keep this series going, since you guys seem to be enjoying it. And guys, thank you so much for spending the evening with me. I will let you guys know, let you guys go, I mean, and leave in the comments. Oh, Mama 4, I'm just kind of heading out, but I'm asking for feedback on future videos, so suggestions. Khushbu said, please post some videos on some online jobs for earning money for stay-at-home moms. I actually have a couple of videos on that. That should be in work from home jobs playlist, Khushbu. If you haven't seen that, it's on there. Radhima said, Chic Women series is awesome. So glad you guys like it. Flavored for Life said, allowance, how your kids earn money. So we actually don't give our children allowance. We are against that. We've talked about that in our playlist on parenting. Not against that for other parents, but just we decided not to do that. But if you do that, that's totally fine. Alex said, do a video on trimming your hair. I will, but it's like super basic. But if you guys want to see it, I'll do one. said video or vlog on spa day or regular massage that you have. So the massage place that I go to is moving in the next few weeks to a much bigger location, and they actually want me to host their grand opening party and film it. So it's funny that you should mention that. Strange too that you would say that, but yes, I will probably be posting from that massage place sometime soon. So let's see. Jasleen said, could you do a video on your beauty schedule? When do you do nails, hair color, waxing? I'm trying to get myself on a schedule. That's a good one. Okay, so beauty schedule. I will write that down. Manju said, just love and love you, love you, love you, love you. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful community. You guys just are awesome. Eyebrows, yes. Alex, yes. I promised that one a while ago, and then I've been having some like bad luck with my brows. I'm in a weird cycle right now with hair, lashes, and eyebrows. You know how you go through these cycles of shedding? I'm not in a good one right now, but yes, when I need to thread or wax them next, I will be doing that tutorial. So I have that one written down. Mama 4 said, have you ever done a cleaning your car video? I have not. I will write that down. I'm one of those people that needs my car completely decluttered and clean on the inside to feel relaxed. I'm really weird. So yeah, that would be a good one. Hair color, please. Oh, I've done a hair color one, Nazia. You should. I just did it actually last month. I show you guys how I do my hair color, so definitely check that out. More workout videos. I know you guys have been requesting those so much. I need to definitely do that. Swati said, I like everything you put on YouTube, but anything about kids would be something I ask for. Okay, awesome, Swati. Thank you. I love you too, babe. And yes, I do have a lot of parenting videos, but I will do more. Khushbu said, Chic Women series is such a boost you can't imagine. You are changing a normal household to a super pataha happening household. I think that's what you said. I used to follow you for your glamorous housewife series too. Yeah, so I wanted to bring that back, and so I thought, you know, let's change it up and turn it into Chic Women. So that is definitely going strong. Plan Strong said, I like the beauty schedule idea. Please do that. Okay, maybe instead of just talking about it, I'll just try to film it. I don't know if I can really do it because of the lighting and stuff in my bathroom, but I'll try to get like little snippets of it. TV, electronics for kids. I've talked about that before. It's pretty self-regulated. And my kids aren't big on TV, so it's pretty self-regulated where they don't even watch it that much. Alex said, what do you keep in the glove compartment? Mine is a mess. I just have the paperwork and insurance papers that Irfan has in there. That's it. I don't keep anything in there. I can't be in a cluttered space, especially one that's that close together. Oh my, I would literally be that psycho person on the side of the highway chucking stuff out because I can't think or survive in a cluttered space, especially a closed one. So the only thing we have in there, I'll show you guys. It's literally this like zippered kind of thing with the registration papers and the insurance, and I think our AAA card is in there. That's it. Let's see. Amanda said, I know you do freezer meals. Wonder too how you schedule your cooking and do the cooking every day. Unfortunately, I don't like staying in the kitchen. So Amanda, it's funny you mentioned that because for the last 4 weeks, I haven't been doing freezer meals. There were some meals that my kids were requesting a lot recently, and those were not foods that were freezable. And so we decided for the summer break to ditch and actually a few weeks before summer break, to ditch the freezer meals for a while and see how we do. And we've been doing pretty good. And it does help that Irfan actually enjoys cooking too. So we will take turns. And not like, okay, it's your turn, but it kind of just happens that way. He will cook something, then I'll cook something. And then we'll do crock pot and things like that. So for the last about month, I haven't done freezer meals. And it's been going pretty smoothly. Again, it is summer. So we tend to eat like easier foods. We tend to eat out more. We tend to do picnics and sandwiches a lot more, spend a lot of time at the pool. So just, it's been easy going. Unfortunately, yeah. So I will, once like we're back in August and we're like reverse engineering like the school year and all of that, and then I will share more of those kind of tips on how to get efficient again. Right now, we're literally in vacation mode. Lovely Kid said, hi from Japan. I love smoothies. Thank you. You will see a lot of smoothie pictures on my Instagram. I love smoothies too. I'm a smoothie fanatic. Do a day in the life routine on what you do with the kids on a typical day and how you balance the coaching. So Alex, I will do that, but you will see a little bit of that in the video coming next week where I do my daily outfits. And because I was doing the daily outfits, it just naturally, I was telling you guys also what I'm doing for the day. So a lot of that will unfold in there as well. Nazia said, did you make a video on your house tour? If you don't mind, can you make one? I did do one, Nazia, before I glammed it up. So you haven't seen one with everything in place now. So let me do a new one. Updated house tour. That makes sense now because it's a little different now. I did it before we redecorated. It's not crazy redecorating, but you know what I mean. So guys, let me let you guys know. I know that my family's waiting downstairs. So we're going to do movie night and just hang out and stuff. And then we've got our big dinner party tomorrow. So I'm excited about that, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, I do these Friday night pajama parties every Friday. So thank you so much for joining me. Sunday, Irfan and I may do a financial life chat. So if you guys enjoy those, definitely check back for that. and I will probably announce that in my Facebook group like I usually do. So that's it, guys. I love you guys so much. Catch you guys later. Bye. Good night or good morning, depending on where you're at. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.